Hello, this is Biblical Tarot, and I'm back with another video. And in this video, I wanted to go over a different set of cards. These cards I've had for a long time. I just never used them as much. Like I'll just use them for a card of the day to meditate on. See how my day went. Did it go according to the card? Did I, if I can glean anything from the card throughout the day? But they are called the Insight Story, and they have like 90 cards to them. And you can use them. You could use them as an oracle. You could use them as a storytelling tool. You can use it in all kind of ways. You can use it as an extra card in your tarot reading to give a perspective of the reading. But I figured I would shuffle the cards and pick three cards and give a reading with them, and I'd share it with you. So that's exactly what I did. And I picked three cards, and I got the Shadow card, I got the Eagle card, and the Tea Party card. And I just wanted to say, like, throughout the deck, I noticed that a lot of the symbols on the cards kind of correspond to a tarot card, at least to me. With the 78 tarot the 78 card tarot deck, I could tell that there's cards in there that correspond to those 78 cards. Maybe somebody else might not think so, but I could see that. So I'm going to show you how that is in my reading here. So I'm going to start with the Shadow card. And that's the first card, which is the Shadow card. And this card, for me, it reminds me of the devil. The devil is sort of a shadow card. You're the bad side of you, the things you don't want to see within yourself, the things that have you held bondage. But also, the devil card is it's an illusion. Not all of those things are totally bad, because you can't have the good without the bad. The devil card is a very necessary card, and without the bad, there is no such thing as good, and without the good, there is no such thing without bad. They are yin and yang. They bring things together, and we have to integrate those things and be able to control them, be able to put them in their place. So I'm going to give you the meaning of the shadow. And the shadow is the dark side. It's the unresolved inner conflicts that is within us. And it also is the hidden gifts that we haven't been able to dig down and break open. Kind of like a kernel, or shell, going into the shell and getting the pearl. So the shadow represents our dark and unknown side. It is the part that is unseen and out of sight. It is the unconscious part that holds tremendous power. We store our unaccepted parts in our shadow. So it represents not only the parts that we can't see, but the parts that we don't want to see. Hidden in our shadow are our unresolved conflicts. We may present one thing to the world, but in the shadows lie those things we are afraid of and repress, or those parts we have lost and haven't yet integrated together. We may fear the shadow because we don't know it and don't have control over it, and thus it frightens us. While the shadow may be unsavory and unacceptable, it contains your hidden gifts. It is connected to your unconscious potential. There is great power here in the shadow. And the more you can face and then embrace your hidden sides, the more you will find the fullness of your true self and your real power. You become a hero. And when you have the courage to face your own shadow, then things come alive. Then your whole truth is lived. If you have drawn the shadow, take a close look at the part of you that is unseen by others. the things that you hide. And out of your own sight, too, you hide them. See if you can establish contact with this part of yourself, for there is often gold hidden within it. And just like with the devil card, there's gold hidden within that card. There is sunshine in that card. It's just an illusion. Like the Hebrew letter to the that corresponds to the devil is ayin, which means eye. And not everything we see with our eyes is true. There is something behind it. We just don't see it, and we have to feel it. We have to have that sixth sense. We have to have that. It's a very spiritual card, and the shadow is very spiritual. It really is. We're going to see how the shadow card connects to the next card, which is the eagle. And for me, the eagle card, it corresponds, in my interpretation, the King of Swords. Okay? And the King of Swords is like my favorite king out of the whole deck. So the eagle represents a keen vision, a discrimination, and a soaring spirit. Okay, the eagle represents the keen vision, discrimination that comes with knowing what to focus on and what to eliminate. I could see the king eliminating things with his sword. Do you know what I'm saying? It's being able to see things from afar, an important ability in all Andovers, and enables us to see and understand the larger patterns. The clear-sightedness of eagles also allows us to focus on something very small that is almost hidden in the distance. Okay, I could see that connecting to the shadow card, being able to see those hidden shadows. Perhaps a personal, professional, or spiritual goal. Slowly but surely, eagles zero in on their goal, dismissing the many distractions that exist. With keen vision comes discrimination, or the ability to say no to things that may distract us from our goal. The eagle represents the all-important skill of seeing what is important. They are able to say yes to what is important while saying no to what isn't important. This is clear mental focus, gives the eagle an edge, and clears the way in times of ambiguity. The eagle also represents or reminds us of our connection with the Great Spirit, for it is at home in the skies, closest to the heavens. For many Native American tribes, the eagle represents a spiritual power and a soaring spirit that travels beyond the rootedness of the Mother Earth into the realm of the Father Sky. This card may be reminding you to spend time with your spiritual nature so that you can focus on what is important and eliminate what is not. And I can see that tying into the shadow. You want to dig down and be able to see the bad parts, the good parts, and what you need, what you don't need. Integrate it, use it when you need to use it, and pull back when you need to pull back. It's very important to do that, because we can't always be good, we can't always be bad, but we need to be able to control it. We need to be able to control how kind we are, because somebody can walk all over us and cross boundaries. So we got to turn that kindness off and be assertive. I can definitely see that. So we're going to go to the next card, which is called the Tea Party. And I definitely see the Two of Cups within the Tea Party. If you can see, it has 2 cups there too. So it's like, okay, it's got to be 2 of Cups. But the energy of the card also reminds me of the 2 of Cups. You know what I mean? So the Tea Party represents a fellowship, a group power, and also a protest. Fellowship is one of the most beautiful and underestimated powers of the universe, represented here by the Tea Party. Gathering around cups of tea symbolizes simple friendship and quiet intimacy. Sometimes a tea party can be a thoughtful discussion that results in great change to the status quo, either ours or the world's. When a tea party occurs, there is an invisible force that is created, one that is more powerful than the sum of its parts. And it expands and multiplies the purpose of the gathering. We can tell by the sounds of laughter, the quiet of deep listening, and the excitement over the tasks that those who attend the tea party come away wanting to accomplish. Okay, so this also reminds me of the Three of Cups too. Because they're also having it looks like a party in the Three of Cups in the Rider Waite deck. They're coming together and they're just seems like they're partying and having a joyful time. You know, so the Tea Party symbolizes the power of the group. We gather information, share perspectives, and work as a team. The Tea Party can foster lighthearted, imaginative play, deep thinking, or social protest. If the Tea Party card has been drawn, it may be a time to gather with friends in fellowship. There is a wisdom in magic in the group, and the time may be ripe to gather together as a group. So I see within this card Three of Cups. I also see within it the Two of Cups, and the coming together. So with the Two of Cups, I see a coming together of your shadow side and the side that's available for everyone to see, and integrating it and being able to see and cut, like with the King of Swords, and to be able to cut out the unwanted parts that you don't need and save them for when you need them. Because, like I said, you don't want to repress the bad parts of yourself. You want to name them and accept them because it's you. And everyone has bad, everyone has good. Nobody is all good and nobody is all bad. And those bad parts are there for a reason. We just can't let them control us. We can't be in bondage to them. We have to be in control of them. And it's reminding me of the Chariot card, where you have the male rider, and he has the two beasts in front of him, or the two sphinx in front of him, and he has to keep them balanced to move the chariot. That is just like with the shadow side and the good side of yourself. You have to keep them balanced to be able to move through this world, because as soon as you hide one of those and repress them, when it comes out, it's going to come full force. You don't want to be too good and get ran over, and you don't want to be too bad and just run over everybody else. So, definitely, the Two of Cups is a balance. Is a balance of both sides, the left and the right. All right, that was my reading for today with these cards. I'm going to use them maybe as an oracle, like an extra card pull. I just wanted to share them with you because I do have them and they're just sitting around collecting dust, unless I pick them up and shuffle and use them for one card. But I hope you liked my reading, and I thank you for coming and supporting me. I do free readings. So if you want a reading, I will put my definitely I will put my email in the comment section, so you can maybe email me if you don't want to, put it out there on the comments. You can definitely email me privately and I can do a reading for you, and I definitely won't say your name, and I definitely won't say anybody's name. It's always person A, person B. So thank you for watching. I love you. Have a good weekend. It's beautiful outside. Bye.